The largest leaks for GTA 6 have just started happening over the last couple of days here, and the leakers aren't showing any signs of stopping. Now, I covered this in a live stream, so this is a cut down of that VOD where I went into detail talking about what we know so far. Obviously, I am not showing any of the leaks, which I'm going to talk about in a sec here. And with all that out of the way, enjoy the video. The highly anticipated GTA 6 is right around the corner, and unfortunately for Rockstar, there have been some major leaks. Now, because I respect my freedom and my ability to have a job doing this as a career, I am not going to be showing any of the leaks. If you want to see any of them, go to Twitter and search GTA 6 leaks. It is not something that is being very well hidden. It has become so widespread that is truly all you have to do. I'm sure a good chunk of you have already seen some of the leaks, even if you haven't been, checking the pulse of GTA 6, because it is supposed to be coming out this year. There's a huge announcement thing that's supposed to be happening later this week or the next one. I think it was like 9 days, 8 days. That was going to be on Netflix. They were even going to have you, if you wanted to see it 6 hours early, you could pay to see it 6 hours early, pay to see the trailer early. But essentially, GTA 6 suffers second day of leaks as group reportedly responsible continues threats. The group behind GTA 6 leaks have released a fourth gameplay video, this time showing knife combat. Concern over potential spoilers grows. We are past the idea of these maybe potentially being actual leaks. They are, and they have been getting repeatedly taken down by Rockstar. Even the full map layout has been leaked. There's been speculation as to what time frame these leaks are coming from during development, but we also have proof based on some songs that were incorporated in some of the footage that this was coming in as early as January of 2025, because that's around when the song released. They've been kind of getting bullied, and this is going to tie into who is leaking this information, because it's a group named CyberLeaks. There were some memes that were getting thrown around. Rockstar, because they were saying this to justify why they weren't doing any physical copies. Again, for those who don't know, GTA 6 is only going to be a digital release. They're not doing physical. There's been some blowback about that. Rockstar, if you want to check gameplay reveal early, you'll need to have a Netflix account, and we will not release the game on physical format to prevent any sort of leaks. CyberLeak. So just some goofy memes about it. Mudahar himself, even if you don't know who that is, some ordinary gamers made a post. I'm so glad now GTA 6 didn't have a physical copy. Glad those couldn't be used to leak the game or anything. So obviously that didn't pan out too well for them. This is one of the accounts that was posting onto Twitter here. CyberLeak, fighting for gamers' rights. Their title reads, "We do not own the games if they do not give us physical editions." And they have been posting, I can't really show much, but there's also this like a CyberLeak coin that they were advertising, and it's now down 70%. They were saying they weren't going to pump and dump it, but they have. If anyone ever tries to tell you that a crypto coin they have isn't being used for the sole purpose of pumping and dumping and effectively just scamming a shit ton of people out of their money, they're lying to you. Most of the videos that had been posted over here, and I actually can show you a few of them here, are now no longer there. So if we cut back over, leak version 1, media not displayed. GTA 6 leak, the media has been disabled in response to a report by the copyright owner, etc., etc. So the coin's already taken a dump. They're getting removed. We are led to believe, therefore, that Rockstar is, in a sense, they're confirming that it's true, that these leaks are real. They've been putting a QR code on screen and referencing CyberLeak, which is the name of this group. And they actually have a website, cyberleak.ar.io. I think they're actually running a poll, which is literally money-based, and whichever vote gets the most money is the next leak that they're going to do. So again, they're in it for some money. I want to read you guys this About tab on their website. This is going to tie into, again, the Stop Killing Games initiative and them trying to, I guess, rope the morals or the ideas that the Stop Killing Games initiative is trying to present and push forward. And it feels like they're kind of bastardizing it. So this is on their website. This is in their About tab. The CyberLeak Edict. CyberLeak was born in the networks. It has seen what gaming can be at its best and has watched what the industry did to it, slowly, methodically, one monetization scheme at a time, etc. So then we get into the commandments, the important parts. No consumer shall pay for a game through digital storefronts before release and independent review. Physical pre-orders for tangible media remain permitted. Pre-orders were not created for gamers. They were created because physical discs had manufacturing limits. In digital distribution, there is no inventory. There is no stock shortage. A digital copy cannot sell out. Yet publishers kept the pre-order system and stripped away its only consumer benefit. Now gamers pay early and receive nothing in return except a countdown timer and a cosmetic skin. If publishers want revenue before launch, they can press discs, print boxes, put them on shelves. Earn that money through physical production. I don't disagree with this. Let me read the second one like I'm a prophet. Thou shalt not sell fake single-player DLC. No publisher shall sell access to a single-player content already present in the base game files the consumer, my child, purchased. This means no unlock keys, no 1 megabyte placeholder files, no toggling a variable from locked to unlocked for content already on the disk or in the download. When someone pays USD 70 plus for a game, they bought the data. All of it. Selling them a file that flips locked equals true to locked equals false for a single player mission, character, weapon, or story chapter is charging them twice for the same product. Keep in mind, these things are almost directly targeted at GTA 6 and Rockstar here. They are selling separate access to single player content on a premium version of their game. And that's, again, one of the points here. Commandment 3. Thou shalt preserve single-player content.
Any game featuring single-player content must include an offline fallback state. When server support ends, the publisher must release a final patch that unlocks all single-player content for local, indefinite play. The crew had a single-player campaign. People paid full price. Then Ubisoft shut down the servers, and the entire game died, including the solo content. No refund, no patch, no alternative. Single-player content depends on one thing. The hardware the consumer already owns. Bricking it when servers go down is theft.
I had to read that as a wizard because this was a live-streamed part of this video, and I apologize to you if you weren't expecting that and were listening to this in background and it kind of freaked you out. Moving on. Final word. These 3 commandments are the floor, not the ceiling of what is acceptable. If publishers violate them, they will be targeted. CyberLeak will continue to disrupt their operations until they issue a public statement and apology with a concrete commitment to fix the harm they caused. No private negotiations, no quiet settlements. The public sees it, or the leaks do not stop. Publishers should beware. If CyberLeak can reach Rockstar, no one is safe. This is a message to all big corpo. Behave, or God, I hate this part. Behave or be the next target. This is the CyberLeak edict, and it is non-negotiable. Now, outside of this, like, okay, this makes sense. Now, this tail end here, behave or be the next target. This is the CyberLeak edict, and it is non-negotiable. They sound like dorks. Don't get me wrong. These commandments that they have laid out, none of this is bad. I feel like these are all great points. People don't disagree with this. As a matter of fact, a lot of these are also the same, I don't want to call them edicts, the same commandments, but the same things that that the Stop Killing Games initiative is trying to focus on in preserving video games, to preserve the art form of video games and not have them get destroyed when the developer is done making money off of them, right? And so a lot of people were kind of stringing the Stop Killing Games initiative and kind of, or excuse me, roping them in with this CyberLeak group here. This leads into the Stop Killing Games initiative, their official Twitter making a post about this. A statement on the current GTA footage leak situation. Footage from GTA 6 has leaked and a group of hackers, who we will deliberately not name here to avoid giving them further attention, claims responsibility. The footage itself appears to be genuine. Take-Two has already been hitting it with DMCA takedowns, and the speed of those strikes itself is a strong signal of authenticity. The group is using the leak to promote a meme coin, attaching crypto links and QR codes to the footage and asking people to pay for more. Now, something I should point out, the Twitter account that I showed you guys is not actually like used by CyberLeaks. Like, it's not their official Twitter or anything like that. This is someone who is like hyping it up on their own volition and also promoting that coin. I can't remember if the meme coin was also promoted on their website or not, but safe to say, don't support it. Obviously, it wasn't technically them. Just feel like I should clarify that because they were also including in their leaks, like, you know, a watermark thing saying, hey, this is not our Twitter account, etc. Do not send these people your money, no matter how much sympathy you may feel for their actions. This is illegal. And frankly, we feel for everyone at Rockstar having to go through this ordeal again, especially just over a week before Rockstar's own official extended look premieres. Using illegal means to make a point is unacceptable to us and does nothing to protect our right to keep using what we paid for. No matter how strongly you disagree with the decisions of upper management at these companies, there are still thousands of developers who worked hard on this project, and they're the ones being hit the hardest. Channel that frustration into something constructive instead. This kind of act is destructive and helps no one. Worse, it risks tarnishing the reputation of our communities and our chances to make change. history isn't on the leaker's side either. The last person who did this to Rockstar back in 2022 ended up with an indefinite hospital order. This isn't a cause worth risking your money or your future on. We seriously doubt that the hack was seriously for that reason. I don't know how true it is that the people that are going to be suffering the most from this are going to just be the developers. Leaks like this, the whole reason that they went after the other individual and got them put in prison is because leaks like this can cost them truly millions and millions of dollars. I guess in a way, and now that I'm thinking that through, that of course that would have a detrimental impact on the developers, being that their livelihood is making sure that the company that they're working for is successful. But at the same point, the reason they devote so much time, resources, and are willing to get these people charged with the entire letter of the law and like get this guy on an indefinite hospital stay, a permanent grippy socks adventure, if you will, is because it does cost them millions when a leak like this happens. The hype, all of that stuff, it does have a serious impact on their bottom line. I think it fucks up and it pisses off the investors more. If something upset the developers more, I feel like they are less in control of being able to make a change about it because it's usually up to the higher ups. I can't imagine that most developers are going, games should only be digital. Like things like that. I'd be curious to know because I'm not a game developer, so I don't know those things. But based off the other Stop Killing Games, chatter and stuff we've covered previously with Pirate Software, it doesn't feel like that would be a sentiment shared. Obviously, what these people are doing is not good. It's not helpful for Stop Killing Games. It's not helpful for like the industry as a whole. And leaks are notoriously not useful. Like it's not helping anyone. For the most part, most people that are super excited for GTA 6, the game that is supposed to be like the game of the decade, game of the century, for how long that it has taken to even come out and all the delays that it has faced, people want to join in on the hype. They want to see the reveal on Netflix. They're kind of a part of this bandwagon, so to speak, and they're along for the ride, and it's tailored for that expectation. All the developers that have worked their asses off. The point that I made earlier about it maybe not impacting developers as much as it's impacting investors, I don't mean that to come off as me saying that it doesn't impact developers. It does tremendously. It just does it in a way that's more focused on like their purpose and the thing that they've been working on for years, and the culmination of that being this huge reveal trailer, and the hype of it is now kind of being fizzled out because of these leaks. So again, I don't want to say that that is a nothing burger for them. As my mom put it perfectly in the live stream of this, it's stealing and spoils the surprise for everyone. Just want to make sure that makes it into the video. Thanks, Mom. I don't know if this kind of stunt being pulled is going to be used as cannon fodder to deny any action that the Stop Killing Games initiative is trying to do in Parliament or in policy, wherever it's going to be. But I can't imagine that it's good PR if these are people that are supporting and backing the same kind of points that Stop Killing Games has, like with CyberLeaks. And so they're kind of trying to hold it hostage. Like I said, they're making money off of this. And I hope truly that they get caught, because this is kind of ridiculous. There are people, huge amounts of people that are like kind of more hyped for GTA 6 now that these leaks have happened, but there's also a huge amount of people that are saying that the game looks terrible now. They're super upset by it, and they're seeing old versions of the game, potentially from a year ago. And a lot can change in a year, especially with the game being developed as long as this one is. Like, this is ruining a lot of this for a lot of people. And I think they should be, held in consequence for that if they end up getting caught. They're being very ballsy. They're being very public about this, but it is truly just a matter of seeing what ends up actually happening. Again, I won't be covering any of the actual details. I won't be showing any examples or coverage directly of what the leaks specifically are. If there is news about someone being caught, or if there's an update about how Rockstar is going to choose to handle this, I will be sure to let you guys know and update you with a future video. I'm going to be very curious to hear what you guys think in the comments for the video, because I really have seen both sides of it. Like, there have been people that are viewing CyberLeaks as like some messiah for doing this and finally showing people information when there was about to be a trailer in a week and a half or so. But there's also been people that, again, same sentiment that I shared, that this kind of just ruined all of the hype for it. It is going to be successful no matter what, but all investors are ever going to think about, and all the developers are ever going to think about, is the fact that they were robbed of their payoff, so to speak, and investors specifically an actual payoff. And that's where this video wraps up. If you ended up enjoying it and want to help me out, please scroll down a little, leave this video a like, perchance a hype after you left that like, and subscribe. The number going up really helps me out. Those other metrics help a tremendous amount for my content. But regardless of you doing any of that, just thank you for watching. If you'd rather just listen, I now post all of my videos over to Spotify. I'll leave a link in the description to this specific video, and you can watch all the other ones or listen to them. But that's really it. I'll see you guys later. Adios. Peace. Bye.